Hi, I'm here with a young lady who was thankfully saved from a terrible fate. Jill was willing to come and sit and talk to me about the marches and what the dramatic effects laid on her and her family. Thanks for coming, Jill.
Thanks.
For starters, how old were you when all this started?
I was about 17 when everything had started.
Okay. And you're now about 21, right? Okay. So you were in the camps and on marches for about 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, when it had all started, we were not in the camps yet, and at the beginning, they just walked into the towns and killed people. Then they had us march through Mesopotamia, and those who survived were then sent to the camps.
Okay, and what were the marches actually like?
They were really depressing and very tiring. We were given no food or water. We were stripped naked under the hot sun, and everyone was scared to stop and rest because if you did, you were shot to death. Many also dropped dead because we weren't allowed to have water or food on the marches.
Did any family survive with you at all?
I started off with 6 other members in my family, and now I only have 2 left, my father and my brother.
Would you be willing to tell us about what happened to the other 4 members?
Sure. I had 2 younger brothers and a younger sister who were taken from us. Some say all the young kids were killed, and some say they became Islamic by force. We just really don't know. And then my mother dropped down from the sun's heat in the march. I tried to run to her, but one of the soldiers stopped me. She told me to keep going. I looked at the fear in her eyes, heard a gunshot, and she was gone. My brother and father, who survived with me, grabbed me and pulled me along. I tried not to cry because then I would have been singled out as the weak one. Those you only see for a few days at the camp.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Did you have an idea what was going to happen?
Sort of. I mean, from the beginning, we knew it would probably get bad after people started butchering in the streets and getting killed in their homes. We were all terrified of what would happen. One of my friends I saw got put on a barge out to sea, but I don't know what happened to her. After that, the streets were full of criminals who had escaped from prison, meaning that the Turks let them go in order to kill us. Our men and armies were killed, and so were our political leaders. After that, we were all scared and had no idea what would happen.
Did anybody try to help you through any of this?
Some of the good guys of the Turks, they tried to help us, but they were also killed. We have some other countries like Germany and Austria and the U.S. that helped us. The U.S. tried to stay neutral through the entire thing, though. The U.S. tried to save those from the marches and the orphan children, but that was all they did.
Did people start treating you differently because of anything?
Well, the minute it began, all the people that were actually Turks looked at us differently. To make it worse, even the non-Turks looked at us funny because my family, along with others, were Christian. I mean, why would that make a difference what religion you are? What would make the difference? Some of these people were to be my friends, and then they just ignored me. It really, really hurt. My dad had a shoe shop, and a little bit after that, all of our valued customers started not to come anymore. The Turks told everyone not to shop at my Christian Armenian shops. If that was not discrimination, I really don't know what is.
How were you saved? How were you able to escape from the camps and the marches?
In the end, the U.S. ended up helping us, and they helped by trying to get the remnants from the marches, which was how my father, my brother, and I were taken out in the end into safety. I just really appreciate the way that they risked their lives to save ours when we needed it.
And lastly, if you could talk to one of the leaders right now, like one of the Turks or something, what would you say to them?
Wow, that's a tough question. I would probably start with, why us? I mean, what did we ever do to them? We didn't fight against them. We tried to live in peace with them, but honestly what makes us different than any other group of people is that all I need is an answer from the man who did this to my family along with others.
Thank you for joining me today, Jill, and we're happy to know you're safe along with others and hope this will all end in the future. Back to you, Jay.